on in, fam. Come on in, fam. Y'all know how we do it. Come on in, let's share. We're going to have an awesome time today, as always. Y'all know how we do it. We cake it up for you. We get those real good ingredients and bring them in for you and cake it up for you so we can bake this cake. The operative thing is to do what? Be patient. When you come in, just kind of relax and we'll get a frequency set for us and everything, and we're going to have an awesome time. Okay? So with that, hit that little share button. Let's take a little opportunity and time to share. Okay? Let's go in. Come on, fam. I see y'all coming in. Come on in, fam. I see you, Stephanie, head of the Mod Squad. Hey, JJ, better known as Jessica. Oh, it just got better, y'all. The Elder Empress is in the house. Elder Gibbs. Hey, Cynthia, I see you. I see you, Dr. Bray Boy. Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. Come on in, family. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about heaven on the inside. When God begins to speak, codes are broken. This is going to be part 3. We want to invite you in. Come on in and have a seat and get some real good information, something that's solid, something you can digest. Something that can be applicable in your everyday walk in this realm. So come on in and share. Come on in, fam. This is a great invitation. It's an all call. It's an all call. It's an all call. Come on. We're going to set this frequency here in just a second. Come on in. Please take an opportunity to share. Let them know that this truth session is in order. Oh yeah, we're about to get it on real strong. That's right, coming into your eye gates, into your eardrums with 2,400 watts of power. Come on, get in this hour. We too sweet to be sour. Come on, fam. I see you, Al B. Coffee Time Comedy is in the house. Thank you, Monique, for your donation. I see you, Imuna, all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas. We got Baltimore, Maryland in the house. We got New York in the house. We got Virginia in the house. Let us know where you're hailing from. We got South Kakalaki in the house. Y'all better come on. Y'all better come on. Yeah, I see you, Dominica. Oh, I see y'all walking up in here. Yahushua, I see ya. Oh yeah, come on, get in the groove. Come on, find your groove. Somebody said our feet is our only guide, and we shall all be moved. Y'all better come on. Yeah! Come on, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Come on in the house today. I promise you there's something on the table for every last one of us. Yes, it is your host with the most. It is the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Oh yeah, we're about to make it happen. Come on, let's make the world go round. Last time I heard, it was the people that make the world go round. Let's make it go round. Come on, family. Oh yeah, we promise to be strong and not long. We're gonna put it in your lap so that you can digest it. Be patient with us. Yeah. When God begins to speak, codes are broken. This is going to be part 3. If you haven't been in the sessions with us, listen, you can find us on YouTube. That's right, you can find us on YouTube. The One, THEE, 1ONE, exclamation point. That's how you can find me on YouTube. Again, let me put it out there for you. The head of the Mod Squad, I'm sure, is going to post it as well. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Cynthia. Y'all put that out there, YouTube page. Inside, come on. Come on, y'all. Come on, fam. Oh, come on, KD. Come on, JP. Come on, master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker. Also, there's a call-in number. Call-in number 318-4 493-9595. I'll get you on live with a conversation with the one. Oh, yes, in the truth session. Oh, it's happening. It's going down. It's happening. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Y'all know what we're about to do. We're about to set this frequency. Oh, yeah. We're about to set this frequency. We're about to align those chakras. We're about to bring your thought processes online. Come on, so we can dive deep. I hear you, Albie. That strike was for Albie. Take us out there. KD, take us out there. I see you, Tammy. Mississippi in the house. Alabama in the house. Georgia in the house. New York in the house. Chicago, Chi-Town. The UK. Akabulin, Africa in the house. From down under, Australia. see you, Monique. Give me some, JP. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Come on. Come on, come on. Wake up. Wake up. Come on. Here we go. Come on, these live sounds on sounds just for you. Give me some shines, Apostle. Give me some shines. Give me some shines. Give me some time. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Flow freely. Come on, JP and KD, come on. Open up your mind and flow freely. Come on, y'all. Come on, come on. Here it is. Come on. The bow's about to break. Come on. Here it is. Here it comes. Woo! Woo! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, dopamine. Come on. Come on, dopamine. Come on. Come on, endorphins. Bring my endorphins, bring my endorphins. I need. My endorphin. I need my dopamine. I need my oxytocin. Come on, come on, bring my oxytocin. Come on. Hey! Woo! Can I have my serotonin? Can I have him? Can I have my serotonin? Woo! Hey, 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 hey! Y'all better come on! Oh! 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 Ooh! Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. You better come on. You better come on. You better come on. Oh. Ah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! Come on! Woo! on, shake it off. Come on. Come on. Woo! I can feel the healing. I can feel the healing. Woo! Woo! I can feel the healing. I can feel the fire. There it is. Woo! There it is. Come on, feel it. Come on, feel it. Come on, feel that fire. Come on, feel that fire. Come on, feel that fire. Greetings, fam. I am your host with the most. I am the one, the apostle, the prophet. That's right, the cosmic commander. Inotep, Abaragani, Amani Kaka, Amani Dada, Umbutu, Umbantu, Hola, Bonjour, Konnichiwa, Ni hao ma. Greetings, fam. You have entered into another truth session. Sounds on sounds. KD, the Prince of Peace, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, and baby songbird, Kafira. And I'm yours truly. Let's get at it. All right. We're dealing with a very powerful subject. We're talking about God. We're talking about it from different aspects. The master teacher and I, in tandem, have come together to put together something that's applicable for you. That which you can digest. You don't have to go in outer space to get it, but we're going to put it in your lap. Is that okay? All right. Now, this is going to be part 3, and for those of you that may be lagging behind, that's okay, because we keep a common thread that runs through everything that we demonstrate with, or we talk about, or we give a dissertation on, okay? Just for your knowing. Now, we're dealing with when God begins to speak, codes are broken. And I know we're painting with a broad brush because God is everything, okay? So we can narrow it down to certain points and give certain aspects of it, certain particulars of it, so that you can put it together and get a larger element and a larger picture of what it is that we need to be demonstrating with in this particular time frame, right? There are some things that are going on in this particular time frame that we need to be aware of, because to be aware is to be what? Alive. That's right. To be aware is to be alive. Quickly, let me go here. Shout out the timeline. Monique, Stephanie, Dr. Brayboy, Dominica, LaVale in the house. All right, Stephanie. Cynthia, the Mod Squad. Those are the Mod Squads, y'all. Yeah. I'll be my main man. Shout out to hashtags Daddies Matter Too. Chocolate Child, aka Brenda Brown. Y'all up in here. Tammy, my daughter out of Mississippi. Y'all in here. I'm going to leave you alone. We're going to get into this. Now, we left off dealing with Uranus. We left off with dealing with heaven. We talked about where heaven is located. And we narrowed that down. We pinpointed it. It's okay, Doc. If y'all hear a little person's voice, that's my son. My son is in the house. Khalid, Elia Khalid Anwar Hassani Ibn Komir, along with my older son, Yeremia Yahushua Ibn Komir. They're here in the studio. So if y'all happen to hear him, it's okay. He gets excited, as we all do. But we left off with dealing with Uranus, and it's very important because that brought us into Uranus, or Uranus, the planet Uranus. And if you know anything about the planet Uranus, you will know that it is regarded as the beginning of things, that made it with Gaia, or Tara, or Tiara. And they brought forth many things. One of the things that is connected with Uranus is Cyclops. For those of you that don't know your Greek mythology, check it out, look it up. Excuse me. Now, when you get to Cyclops, Cyclops actually is a symbolism for technology. It is symbolism for the ability to look into the future and determine what's going to happen. Why are we going along these lines? Because we've lost our gifts. According to the sacred text, there was a tribe called the tribe of Issachar. Am I right about that, Master Teacher?
That's correct.
There was a tribe called Issachar. What were they known for, Master Teacher?
These were men who had the understanding of the time.
They had the understanding of the what?
The time.
They had the understanding of the time. They could map the heavens. They could map the ether. They could point stars and know how to get from one locality to the next, called the tribe of Issachar. Those were the men of increase that had the ability to increase things. What we're going to literally do today, we're going to cause an increase to happen within the climate that you dwell in. Interesting, isn't it? We're going to cause an impartation to happen for you. With this information that we're going to deliver to you, it's going to open up some portals. It's very important to understand that there are certain portals that are open that shouldn't be open and need to be closed. And then there are portals that should be open. They're not open. Okay. So we need to begin to understand what assignments, that we have specific assignments. Well, some of us haven't aligned ourselves with that purpose because the information hasn't come that causes us to be activated or turned on or enlightened or have the light brought on. And one of the reasons why is because there is so much confusion. And let let me go here because this is important. This was in my thoughts in my meditation time. Because there's so much confusion, and I know I'm going to get some pushback on this, but that's okay. I have fact. You have fiction. Everybody okay? Y'all good? Okay. Now remember you all, when we started this particular topic, the master teacher and I, we let you all know that we're going to be all over the place, but at some point we're streamlining and bring it into a place where all of this culminates and it aligns itself, and you get that epiphany. You get that revelation. You get that understanding to understand, to overstand, to surround stand. Okay? All right. What's that term?
Lucifer.
What? Say it again?
Lucifer.
Lucifer. What's that term?
Lucifer.
Talk to me. What is it? Yes, it's Lucifer, Elliot. Right? So, Lucifer is who? Right? The first thing people tell you is that, oh, that's the devil. Talk to me. The first thing people tell you is that that's the devil, isn't it?
That's right.
Lucifer is the devil. You got to rebuke Lucifer because Lucifer is the devil. So where do we get this from? From where? The where?
The church.
From the who?
The church.
We get it from the church. The church is some of the most misinformed people there are. And we talked about being misinformed in the last session. If you don't get an opportunity, no, I'm getting my wires crossed. I talked about that in a piece that I put out there. When I talked about misinformation. It's a piece that I put, it's online, it's on IG, and it's on my Facebook page. When I was talking about Kyrie and a number of other things. But let me bring this to you because the reason why I'm telling you this is the reason why we can't align ourselves properly because of misinformation. Once you learn the information, then you can be more in what? Say it again. Informed. So if we use word reversal, what happens? Form where? Form in. So in other words, using word reversal, we find out that whatever you hear forms you.
Yes.
Whatever you hear is shaping and molding and forming you. So if you get misinformation, what happens?
It forms on the inside of you.
It does what? It misinforms you, right? So in other words, your form and your shape is off.
Yes.
So when you advance to certain places in time, your form is off. And because your form is off, you cannot fit into the proper schematics or the proper scheme of things. Your pheno is off. Your geno is off. So you can't make the proper choices and decisions because of what? Misinformation. Now let me go back to this. Let me take you even a little farther. What is that? Say it again. Lucifer. And this would be what?
Lucifer.
Say it again.
Lucifer.
All right. Female and male, right? But because we have been misinformed, We think they are the. We think they are the what? Right? So the first thing somebody's going to tell you is that that's the devil. I'm trying to align you because there's something I need to open up to you and you need to hear this. Okay. Now, when you look in what they refer to as the Bible or the Biblos or the sacred text, this word was inserted. It was never there. Period. Listen to me and you'll hear me well. Fact check it now. You can Google it. This particular term, Lucifer, was never there. Lucifer is the male, right? But that actually is not a male. It is a. Say it again.
Female.
It is a female. Okay. Now, it is a female and her name is what? Lucifer. Hence we get the short form of it and it's called what? Lucy. Now, they had a show on with a comedian on there back in the day, and what was her name? Lucy. They called her Lucille Ball. Now, what did they find in Akabulin? The oldest humanoid that was found. They named her what? Why would they do that? Because they have access to some information, come on here, that you don't have access to. Because why? You want research. You want dev. But I'm taking this to a place so you can get an understanding of where I'm going with this. And you can't rebuke me. I rebuke you. Now, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to some that are going to come in, and I'm talking to those that are listening. See, y'all don't understand that there's thousands. They're listening, they're watching, but they're not going to come in the room. Okay? Now, listen to what I'm sharing with you because we're breaking codes. We're going to codify some things for you. We're going to recode some things and we're going to codify. Why? Because we have the authority, because we have what? We have facts. I want you to research it. I want you to look it up and know it for yourself. Now, when you get to this, when we get to Lucy, interesting enough, my oldest son's mother's name is Lucy. Actually, her full name is Lucifer. Isn't that something? Okay, now, why am I saying this? Lucifer is who?
Light bringer.
Say it again.
Light bringer.
Light bringer. Come on, stick with me, fam. Because I'm going to bring you out of the realm of fear. Because some of you still fear this.
Right.
So it's hard for me to get to you because you fear this. Because in this is what? Where does light come from? The Wu Chi. The Wu Chi. I know you don't understand it, but that's okay. I'm giving it to you. The Wu Chi. The Wu Chi brought forth the Tai Chi, which is light. You cannot see anything without what? Light. Everything is formed where?
In darkness.
Say it again. Everything is formed in Not in the what?
Not in the light.
Light is a manifestation of, but if you fear, you'll never get to the. Y'all stick with me because I'm realigning your thought processes. I'm dealing with your mentals because we last dealt with what? Mentals. This realm of warfare, if you're talking about warfare, it's in your mind. Isn't that a war to keep your mind? How many of you know 70% of the thoughts that we think daily are what? Negative. It isn't positive. It's what?
Negative.
Say it again.
Negative.
It's negative. 70%. Now you just take a minute and think about that your mind is being bombarded negatively 70% of the time, right? Because you have no light, because you are afraid of the darkness, because you're afraid of Lucifer. Because you think Lucifer is coming to scare you. Boo! Lucifer is coming to do something, what to you? Evil to you. When Lucifer is coming to bring you the what? So you can do what? Say it again. To open your eye. He's not coming to deal with or she's not coming to deal with your duality. They're coming to deal with your what? Singularity. If your eye be single, then the whole body is filled full of what? Light. Okay, so let's deal with this. Let's talk. Okay. So now let's look at Lucifer. Okay, so now we say Lucifer is the what? It's the devil, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now, let's use word reversal. We know you can look in that word and see the word evil, right? Okay, but let's use word reversal. If you look at word reversal, what it turns out to be? Lived. Or we can take the D off and it would be what? Live. You see what I'm saying to you? I'm trying to break off the confusion to align you so the light can touch, so you can become in what? To enlighten. Look at this. This right here actually is this. To enlighten. Or enlightened. Right? Look at that. Why am I doing this with you? I'm doing this with you to rearrange the thoughts in your mind because we've been dealing with what? What we've been dealing with? Concepts. You cannot develop a concept if your mind is not properly what? Aligned. If it's misaligned, whatever you're trying to conceive.
Yes.
Okay. Whatever you're trying to conceive is going to have some kind of, somebody say defect. Huh. Isn't that something? It's going to have some kind of what? It's going to have some kind of defect. You look at us when we engage in relationships. It's hard for us to establish a real aligned relationship because of defects.
Yes, that's right.
Where are the defects coming from? Fear of the dark. And somebody said it. Unknown. The unknown is considered to be what? Because there's no what? Oh, say it again. Because there's no light. Okay, so Dr. Braybo was really big on this right here. I remember when we met some years ago. Big on that. Manifest. Manifestation. Now, why is that so important? Just take a minute and think about why is manifest so important. And I'm bringing this into your line of thought and your hearing because it's important. Why is it important to understand manifest? Because manifestation cannot happen without what? Light. And light cannot happen without what? Say it again. Darkness. So what is the operative position and word to have? Is what? Darkness. What do you want to deal with? Darkness. Where you want to sit at? In darkness. Are y'all following me? I'm trying to get you out of fear. Because it was the light that shone out of the darkness. When I talked about the Wu Chi brought forth the Tai Chi. The Tai Chi is the 10,000 manifestations. One manifestation begets another. It starts out as 10,000, but then it multiplies because it what? Increases. We talked about the tribe called what? Master teacher? Issachar. And they do what?
They understand time.
They understand times. They are able to predict what is going to happen and how to position certain things. Don't you know that there are certain people that walk into your life that understands how to position certain things so that you can realign or align yourself so that you can prosper, so that you can be in good health,
That's right.
so that you can see with greater clarity, so that you can make better choices? It's all interconnected. It's all interstellar. Y'all following me so far? Now let me get back to this. It's important. Lucifer and who?
Lucifer.
What are they going to do? Bring the what? Man, that's deep. Because I was reared in the church. And we was always taught to fear. Lucifer is coming.
Right, right.
You have to rebuke Lucifer. Lucifer is the devil. But if we reverse it, it means to live. Or to bring what? Life. Ah, okay. Now, let's go to some more facts. I told you we're talking about when God speaks what? Codes are what? Because we're doing what? We're going to codify something. We're rewriting the codes. Right now, I'm rewriting codes for you. Right now. So here's Lucifer, Lucifer's, male, female, right? They're going to bring the what? Light. Listen, nothing can be conceived without both what? Male and what? Female. You cannot have a father God and not have a mother what? God. Which is why we brought in what? Uranus and what? Gaia. We brought in Gaia. Or Tara. 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 Okay, and we talked about that there's a movie star by the name of Tara, right?
Yes, sir.
One we talked about, she's a model, Tara Banks, and then the other one is Tara, what is her name? P. Henson. Taraja T. Henson, same, the root. You understand what I'm saying? Taraja, Tara. You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay, walk with me. All right. Now, so what are we doing? We're codifying to give you back your, so you can back, because now you see the light. That makes sense, Dr. Brayboy? That makes sense, Elder Empress. Y'all with me so far? Let me check the timeline, see if anybody say he's gone crazy. He's gone mad. Stephanie said fire. I see you, Larry, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you, Larry. Dominica, y'all got that fire going. I see you, Jessica. Dr. Rochelle says, for those that have an eye to see, let them see. All right. Lavelle got that fire going. I see you, Dominica, with those exclamation points. Lavelle says yes. Asheo, Dr. Brayboy. Cynthia says yes. Sergeant at Arms Kiana is in the house. Yes. Yes, Dominica says she spoke manifestation to a young lady at the grocery store today. Yeah, Dominica says fear of the unknown, of the dark. Yes. Mahogany Brown. Okay, now, come on. I hear you. Yo, she would put that fire out there. My other son is out there. My oldest boy is Jeff Reese. Asir. Kente. Hashi. I hear you. Yeah. Dr. Brayboy says evil backwards is live. Yes. Even a child is formed in darkness of our wombs. That is so factual. Dr. Brayboy. I see you, Brother Lewis. Brother Lewis said, you teaching, man. I love it. Vanessa, hey, what's going on? Y'all stick with me, fam. I'm going to drop some more nuggets on you. Give me just a second here. I'm going to cake it up for you. I see you, Monique. Now, y'all should be willing, come on here, to donate on this. Come on, drop something in that Cash App. Yes, station identification, baby. The Nectar by KD. Now, what are we trying to get at? Now, we're talking about where? We're talking about heaven, right? Heaven is a place where you want to live. Somebody say live. It's a place you want to live because there's peace. prosperity there. Okay, now, we talked about epiuranos, which is the Greek for what? Heaven. Correct? Stick with me. I'm going to take you there. The reason why I talked about Lucifer to get us there, because all of this is interstellar. All of this is interrelated, interconnected. Okay? All this is going to get us to what? It's going to get us where? Say it again. Or to where? Energy. All of this is about what? And we call it the what?
Spirit.
We call it the spirit, right? Energy. Simple energy. So heaven then could be said, there's a term in the Greek called doxa. D-O-X-A. Doxa. Doxa is a Greek term for heaven, as well as epiuranos. And I'm going to get to this in just a second. Just let me build this for you. Now, doxa means all that heaven is, all that it possesses, and all that it can be. It is a Greek word, doxa. Okay? That is a term that we use. Doxa. Now, all of this brings us to where? Energy. How did we interpret energy in Sanskrit? En equals to what? Okay, and then we have er equals to what? Right? And then we have gy that equals to what? Gynecologist or female. So is the place that who came from? Abram, right? Which equals to be what? Father, right? Gyna, we know means what? Female or feminine. So in energy is both what? Male and what? Say it again. Female, right? So you cannot have energy without both what? Male and female. Make sense? Example, give you all an example. Look at your wall socket. If you look at your wall socket, it's a female. It's an opening. It's two openings. But the only way you can get the current or the energy out of it is that you have to have some prongs, which represents the male that goes into it and pull the energy out of it. Copulation creates a what? A current. So when you put that plug into that wall, it pulls the energy out. Not only does it pull the energy out, but it does what else, Master Teacher?
It causes a balance.
It causes a balance, and it creates a
loop or current.
A loop or a current, and one of those prongs is doing what? Pulling, and the other one is what? Pushing. It's pulling and what? Pushing. Isn't that copulation?
Yeah.
When you copulate, you're doing what? Pulling in. Ah, yeah. You doing what? You're pulling in, pushing and creating a current is what? Energy. Energy creates what? Life. Life then is L-I-G-H-T. Is what? Because it comes from where? Say it again. It comes from the. So we plug in to pull out energy to create what? Come on, somebody with me. Light. To create light. So that we can see what was what? Manifest. Yeah. Are we working now? It's okay. It's okay. We working. I'm still talking about God. Y'all with me? Everybody okay? Go ahead and breathe. Yes, that fresh corona. Breathe it. Yes. Breathe that fresh corona. Okay, now. We dealt with the word Uranus, which brought us to where? Uranus, the planet. And one of the things about Uranus, some call it Uranus, others call it Uranus. One of the things about it is that it is in the outer planetary. It's not within the inner planets, it's in the outer planet. So what Uranus does is slow things what? Down. Slows it down so you can see it. And it deals with your mentals. Y'all with me? Walk with me. Stick with me just for a moment. I can help us. I can help us. Right? Uranus deals with the social realm. Deals with how we socialize with each other, our inner collective, interstellar behavior, how we interconnect with each other. Right? So heaven then is a place where we're going to connect. Are you listening to me? It's a place where we connect again to bring forth, say it again,
Life.
because we're light beings that bring light. Right? So we're light what? Say it again. We're light bringers. Okay. Now, remember I told you we was dealing with something. We dealing with the what? The mentals. We're dealing with the mentals. Now, why are we dealing with the mentals when you get to Uranus? We're dealing with the mentals because it deals with the divine beginning. Are you listening to me? It deals with the divine beginning, which deals with the divine development within you when you're being formed in where? Darkness. What is being formed in the darkness? Your what? Say it again. That's what's being formed. That's the first eye that you ever get. Fact check it. It's the first eye, not the third. It is the first. Are you listening? It is the first eye because it is considered to be a what? Module. Because it has the ability to transmit light. And I'm just talking about, that's just one thing. It has the ability to transmit light. So it does what? It turns on. your light or your memory. It turns your memory on so that you can say it again, so you can recall. Listen, your mind never fails to forget. It simply fails to. Have you ever had this happen to you before? Have you ever tried to think of something, boy, and it just wouldn't come to you, man? You was like, man, I can't recall that for nothing, right? About 2-3 days later, it popped in. Poop. It was like, that's what I was trying to recall. That's what I was trying to remember. You would say, I was trying to remember it, right? You were trying to recall it. But what you did was you put your brain on automatic search so that it could sift through the brain cells, come on here, where the information was stored and recall it. Recall. Remember, they start coming out with all those movies, Total Recall. They start coming out with it because why? It was dealing with Mentos. Where we're at today, we're dealing with what? At an all-time high, there's an uptick in what? Mental illness. Right? There was an uptick in it. Now, if you go back to the early 80s, what you'll find out is they downsized the mental institutions. They started closing them. No, check it out. This is a fact. Early part of the 80s, they started closing them down and turning them into what? Departments of corrections or into facilities to hold people or penitentiaries. This is when you start looking at the change between the pipeline from school to where? To jail. Okay? So why? Because there was an effect in the what? Mentals. We weren't getting what? Mental what? Help. Right. They closed the facilities down where we could get what? Help. Now, what Uranus is doing is bringing everything back to the social realm, slowing everything down. Dr. Brayboy and I, we had a long conversation about that, slowing things down. Because when you slow things down, they speed up. Isn't that something? Okay. Okay. Now, when you get to Epi-Uranus, here the Greek word epi, they shorten it. Let me take this. I'm sorry. It's going to be spelled like this. Epi-Uranus. But epi, they're shortened, and it is actually epi. And you'll catch this prefix in a number of words. Right? It's Greek. It means to do what? Say it again.
Superimpose.
It means to superimpose. Now, in Uranus is the Greek word for heaven. Okay. Now, so if you get Epi-Uranus, and epi means to superimpose, it also means a what? Location. Stick with me. It also means a location. So that means that heaven then is superimposed. In the Hebrew we call it Eretz. Eretz is earth. So now Epi-Uranus or heaven is superimposed. Say it again. On earth. So it is then said to be what? Say it again. Cloaked. Do you know what cloak means? So you have to understand. Stick with me. I'm getting you to this point. So heaven then is superimposed over where? Over Eretz or earth. Okay? It is cloaked, which means you can't see it with your duality. But if you open up your pineal gland, if you open it up, you can see because of the what? Say it again. Because of the light. Right. Okay. So you got to look at this then. So now heaven is here all of the time. You just can't see it because it's what? Cloaked. If you ever watch Star Trek or anything of that nature, the Klingons, they have what they call a cloaking device. You cloak, but they can't see you. You can ease up on something and they can't see you. But however, there is a trick to finding out where they're at. Remember, we dealt with a term. What was that term? Tachyon. Tachyon trails that were left that you could say it again, Master Teacher. You can detect their fuel. You can detect a subtle vibration. Okay? So so I just brought you into that what? Vibe. This right here picks up vibrations. Picks up what? Light. It also picks up what? Sound. It also picks up what? Colors. That's God. That's God. Are you following me? This is dealing with, out of Uranus you get Uranus, Uranus, and Uranus is considered to be who created heaven. Are y'all with me? Are you with me? You have to know your information to be able to deal with this. And I'm going to tell you all something. Those of you that are instructors, teachers, doctors, coaches, mentors, whoever you may be, take your scholarship far enough. Don't just stop. Don't just say this is enough. Have enough information to say that, okay, this is right and that's wrong. Don't just seek to establish your argument. Seek to get the information that could prove your argument to be false. If it's false, that's taking your scholarship far enough. Okay? Oftentimes we haven't taken our scholarship far enough, and when we come in contact with someone else that is taking their scholarship a little farther, we become offended. We become intimidated. And that's not the case, because we should always remain to be a what? Student.
Apostle.
Yes.
Right in the word Uranus.
Yes.
Uranus, R-A-N-U, actually means in the Hindu culture, heaven. It also means a place of peace.
Yes.
It defines itself.
Yes. Yes, it does. So everything is interconnected, right? Interstellar.
Yes.
Right? Because it is interstellar, that means that it will manifest everything that it associates with. So we get back to the social realm. Right?
Yes.
See how that pop right in there? See how aligned the master teacher is? All of that pops right in. All this information flows.
Yes.
When information is on point, information flows, and you can just start plugging stuff in. Right? I remember, let me give you an incident, and I'm about to get up off you in just a second here. I remember an incident, former colleague, Dr. Robert Haney, peace be upon him. We used to meet and be for hours just at the board, just doing this, just writing words down and following the continuity of it, following the syntax of it. following the etymology of it and just following it and feel a board up full of revelation.
Yes.
This is what's happening. Some of you you're going to be filled full of revelation. You're going to get your own information out of this. We're just laying a foundation for you to be able to get the information. Some of you, you've tapped on this. Some of you, you've dreamt it. Some of you, you've bumped into it. Some of you, you heard others talk about it. But now it's a reality for you. It's going to come into your grasp. You're going to be able to grasp it within your mentals. And you're going to be able to move along with this. But I think we're probably at a safe place. But I want to talk about being cloaked, because there are some things in this earth realm that are here, but you just can't see them. There are those that can see them and then cause them to manifest and cause you to have a heavenly experience. Because why? Heaven is on eretz, or heaven is on what? Earth. It is superimposed. It's not out in outer space. It's right here. And we're interconnected with it because why? We're both simultaneously a part of it, and then it is within us simultaneously. We can simultaneously be a part of that which is ostensible and that which is internal. Okay? So within you, the kingdom has come within you, right? And then the kingdom is superimposed. So because it is within you, there are moments and times and space that you can activate it. You can cause it to appear and open up the duality, even the duality, not only the pinal, but the duality, and someone can have an experience. Oftentimes you'll see things and you'll see them out of your periphery, right? And you say, man, I just seen something out of the corner of my eye. Why? Because you just entered into a portal. You entered into something that was cloaked. And it revealed itself to you. It what manifests because the what's shown? The what? The light. Because you weren't afraid of the yes, the darkness. Yes. Okay? So what we want to do, we want to move away from the fear of the what? Darkness. I'm going to get into something in the next session. I believe this is a safe place to halt in our minds. Hopefully I'll be able to get into it. I want to really get into it, and I'm going to show you all something, how all of this is interrelated. It's interstellar. It's all about constellations. The constellation. And constellation doesn't always mean out in the ether, but it means a number of things. And we'll get an opportunity to kind of talk about some things, because I want to share with you, most of you all are been given misinformation when you're talking about COVID. And it's hard to talk about COVID because they censor you. They'll put you in jail for talking about COVID. But those of you that are out here and you're dealing with real sensitive information, get you some euphemisms. Dr. Franz Fanon said what about language?
Mastery of language affords remarkable power.
Say it again, a little louder.
The mastery of language affords remarkable power.
Dr. Franz Fanon said mastery of language affords remarkable power. Master the language. It's a plethora of you all out here. It's a great many of you, or a great number of you out here with great information. But it's being sideswiped. It's been censored. It's been taken down because you haven't used just one technique, and that's called euphemisms. When you learn to use euphemisms, there is a respectability for that. Those that would even seek to censor you will have to back up off of you because they know that you have mastered the language and you're careful with what it is that you're doing. Be careful with what you say and how you say it. It's okay, and you still real. You don't have to be real. Mastery of language affords remarkable power. Master the language. Find really good euphemisms and build from there. Build your ideal. Build your concept. Build your sentences. Build the paragraphs in your body of work. Build it so that it will stand under scrutiny. Okay? It'll stand under critical critiques. It'll stand under that. So with that, I love you all. You all are very important to us, and we thank you for your Saturdays. We know that your Saturdays are very important, and it's an opportunity and time for you to relax and get some things done that you haven't been able to do during the course of the week. So we're not remiss to say gratitude. Gratitude. And we love you here in the Truth Session. On the behalf of the Truth Session, on the behalf of the host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, KD and JP, the Prince of Peace, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, Kafira, the Mod Squad, Stephanie and Cynthia, on the behalf of the family, the TSF family, those of you that are on the timeline and that are part of the family, shout out to you for your Saturdays. And those of you that are listening, all of those, the congratulators, the haters, the stalkers, all of you, we want to say gratitude and we love you. And of course, I've come to that space, place, and time where I must say, thank you, Uremia, for your donation. If you haven't had an opportunity to donate, you still have time. Now, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. But by all means, govern yourselves accordingly. This has been your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. One love, eternal light, peace, power, prosperity, and good health. You just finished up another Truth Session. Shalom Alaikum, Mishpikah. Peace be unto you, family.